none of that stupid shit. Whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil.
Oh honey, grab your popcorn because this tea is scalding. Will Smith is out here trying to rewrite history faster than you can say Fresh Prince, acting like he and Diddy were never besties. And let me tell you, the panic in Hollywood right now, it's real. These celebs are running away from Diddy like he's got the plague, and CBS, they're sweating bullets trying to distance themselves from him. But here's the gag. Will Smith is now trying to convince us that he and Diddy were never as close as people think. And get this, there are whispers that he might be getting ready to take legal action against anyone who tries to connect him to Diddy. Like, what are you so scared of, Will? So is Mr. Fresh Prince telling us the truth, or is he just trying to gaslight us all? Let's spill all this piping hot tea. Because before this whole Diddy drama exploded, everyone knew they were thick as thieves. Their friendship was so intense it had people wondering if there was something more going on behind the scenes, if you catch my drift. The gay rumors really started heating up when one of Diddy's former bodyguards came forward with some seriously juicy details. According to him, Will and Diddy weren't just hanging out. They were allegedly hitting up gay parties together, and things were getting, well, let's just say freaky deaky.
They attended and you said the party was weird? Tell me about that.
I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm like, what the f is going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude.
But wait, it gets even juicier. Another one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards came out swinging with more tea, claiming Diddy was gay and had been caught in some private, intimate moments with a rapper. Now, this bodyguard kept the rapper's identity under wraps, but chilly, the revelation had everyone talking.
Puff and this artist run out the room naked. And the artist said, "You ain't want to come up in there. It was a lot of freaky shit going on."
Now, for those who might have forgotten, Will Smith wasn't just serving us blockbuster realness. He was giving us bars back in the day. We're talking 4 whole Grammys in rap categories. So when Diddy's former bodyguard dropped that bombshell about Diddy getting cozy with a rapper, honey, people started connecting those dots faster than a gossip blogger on Deadline. Suddenly, everyone was looking at their friendship with new eyes, wondering if there was more to the story than what we were seeing. And let's not forget that 2022 Oscars mess, after Will turned the stage into WWE and smacked Chris Rock, who was the first person to play Peacemaker. You guessed it, Diddy. Now, why was he so quick to jump in? Makes you think, doesn't it?
And Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the gold party, okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise.
When you really sit down and think about it, this whole situation is giving us more red flags than a parade in China. Will and Diddy have been fighting these DL rumors forever, but at this point, it's starting to look like there might have been some truth hiding in plain sight all along. Things got even messier when we found out Will's marriage to Jada was basically a Hollywood production. And there were whispers that his alleged shenanigans with Diddy might have played a starring role in their marital drama. And speaking of Jada, Jaguar Wright claimed both Will and Jada are bisexual and have allegedly been involved in some seriously bizarre situations with young men in Hollywood. According to Jaguar, August Alsina wasn't the only rapper caught up in an entanglement with the Smiths. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Jaguar said these young men were supposedly so shaken by whatever went down that they ended up fleeing the Smiths' house screaming.
And young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills.
And Meek Mill. Chili, Jaguar was not playing around. She was naming names. She specifically called out some of these young rappers who were allegedly traumatized by Will and Jada.
Bashir Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed the help.
But hold on to your wigs because that's not all. Alexis Arquette came through with some explosive claims about Will's first marriage. According to Alexis, his marriage to Cherie ended because she caught him in bed with a man. Alexis wrote, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." She, being his first wife, paid off silent. And just like his bestie Diddy, Will Smith started facing some serious allegations of misconduct. For example, in a now-deleted video, Trisha Paytas accused him of allegedly forcing her male dancers to sleep with him.
I'm not worried about your cheating husband my male dancers, when they didn't want to. How about talk about that?
But the drama train doesn't stop there. There are unconfirmed rumors floating around that Will might have helped Diddy use Bryshire Gray to the point where the poor thing had a mental breakdown and had to leave the industry. Let me break this down for you. Bryshire was introduced to Will Smith by his manager, Charlie Mack. Charlie had blessed Bryshire with a role on Empire, but being new to the industry, our boy needed some guidance. When Bryshire joined Empire, it didn't take long for him to catch Will Smith's eye. Being the Hollywood heavyweight that he is, Will took Bryshire under his wing, and they developed what looked like your typical mentor-mentee relationship. On paper, it seemed like a dream come true. I mean, who wouldn't want career advice from one of the biggest names in Hollywood? But honey, things weren't quite as picture-perfect as they seemed. Will saw potential in Bryshire, not just as an actor, but as a rapper too. The funny thing is, Bryshire always wanted to be a rapper. Acting just kind of fell into his lap when he auditioned for Empire. The show's focus on music made it seem like a good stepping stone. And let's be real, the paycheck wasn't hurting anybody. Under Will's guidance, a meeting was set up with none other than Diddy himself. At the time, it seemed like striking gold for Bryshire's music career. Diddy was a powerhouse in the industry, and the opportunity felt huge. But looking back now, with everything that's come to light about Diddy and Will, those red flags were practically screaming. Of course, back then, nobody had any idea about the secrets these two were allegedly hiding. Remember how Jaguar Wright claimed that Will allegedly has a thing for young boys? Well, guess what? His bestie Diddy has been accused of the same thing. And apparently the feds have been keeping their eyes on Diddy for over a decade now. Given everything we've heard about him, can we really say we're shocked? Probably not. It's starting to look like these two had a lot more in common than just their Hollywood success. Allegedly, back in 2013, there were reports that Diddy was being investigated by federal agencies for sleeping with young boys. According to reports, during a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Roseman, the music manager turned kingpin, was reportedly questioned about the preferences of entertainers, including whether Sean Diddy Combs was having intimate relationships with young boys. So, yeah, Diddy has been tied to some seriously shady stuff, and it's no wonder Will Smith is trying to distance himself faster than a celebrity from their problematic tweets. While Will has never been accused of anything directly, these kinds of rumors can absolutely destroy a career, which explains why he's now speaking out against it and distancing himself from Diddy like he's radioactive. I mean, he even paused during a recent concert just to announce that he was never Diddy's friend. Like, we get it, Will. You want to make sure everyone hears you loud and clear.
None of that stupid whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby white.
Well, here's what the fans had to say about that little announcement. And honey, they are not buying what Will's selling. One fan wrote, "Who does he think he's fooling?" Another said, "Diddy should not go down alone by himself. He should be snitching on all of them." Someone else chimed in with, "Basically, Will Smith handled his discretions responsibly and legally, unlike Sean Combs." Others were saying, "I feel like he low-key throwing Diddy under the bus, and so are the other celebs who say this." And my personal favorite, in my candy voice, Ninja stopped with the lies, the lies, the lies. Yeah, it looks like people aren't exactly buying Will's sudden case of amnesia when it comes to his friendship with Diddy. But I want to know how y'all feel about him throwing his former bestie under the bus like this, because it is a hot mess. Let me know what you think about all this drama in the comments below, and then check out this next video.